third quarter, I mean, you guys have 3-1 lead at the half, and the third quarter it seems that they got going, and their defense just, you guys had problems scoring. What was the difference in that third quarter and the second half?
Well, I felt like they came out with a different intensity defensively in the second half. I think their game plan might have changed a little bit. Also, you probably told them to go rebound. They crashed the boards really hard in that third quarter. Gave up 3 shots on the first possession. You know, they're good enough. They can win games with 1 shot. You know, so we don't want to give them any extras. But we just lost our composure, to be honest with you, in that third quarter. And you know, I was obviously disappointed to call the timeout, tried to get them back, but I think some of our youth and some of our experience just showed during that time.
Kellie, how do you get the 27 turnovers tonight? How do you get those under control?
Well, obviously it's been a concern. Everybody knows that's been a concern for this team. It's been an issue, and you're just not going to win big games, beat good teams with 27 turnovers. This is not going to happen. You're putting yourself in a hole. You know, we hold them to 60 points. That's pretty good defensively, to be honest with you. And even that, if you take off some of those turnovers, you give yourself a chance. But you know, we've been talking about it. We've been watching it on film. We've been practicing it, emphasizing it in practice. We just have to keep doing it, you know. And at some point, it's going to set in.
Rennia, what was this experience like playing? I mean, this is the first Lady Vols group that's played against UConn in a long time. What was the experience like playing them, playing here in this environment?
It was a great environment. UConn had a lot of fans, but I think we had quite a bit of fans too. So it was just great to play in this environment, especially with the history between both programs, which is great.
What did you see, Coach? What did you see from Aubrey Griffin tonight? She hasn't been a very consistent player for UConn, but she seemed like she was everywhere on the court. Well,
she was making big plays because she was playing hard, and I think she was, you know, obviously we weren't keying in on her, and she was able to get some trash buckets, able to get some putbacks. She had a couple of transition buckets, I think, in the first half. She just played really hard and fulfilled a big role for them tonight.
Kellie, you experienced this rivalry several times as a player, now experiencing as a coach. What was it like?
Well, I think the first thing that stands out is the atmosphere is a great atmosphere to play in. You know, players come to the University of Tennessee to play in big atmospheres, whether that's in Thompson Bowling Arena or somewhere else, and obviously we were able to do that tonight. I think that's fun. You know, it's a big stage, and I enjoyed it. You know, I was looking forward to getting our team out here and giving them this opportunity.
Coach, you talked about composure a little bit. What do you think you'll take from this? Your kids will take from this, because you still do have a lot of young kids, and how will that feed into the rest of your SEC play?
Well, I think a couple of things. I think, you know, we go in at halftime and we're up 3. And I'm hoping that we can take that and prove to our team that we can play with anybody. But I also hope that we pull these things out and realize we still have a long way to go. And that's okay. We can still get there. And we just still have to keep buying in what we've been doing. We have gotten better. We have really improved, and I'm proud of our team for that. But we can still make strides. And if we do, we can have some success against the top of the SEC. And that's what's in front of us right now.
Rennia, can you talk about what they did differently on defense in the second half? Was there some adjustments that you saw?
I just thought they was more aggressive in the second half on the defensive and the offensive end. Like Coach Kellie said, I think we just weren't composed. Not really sure why we wasn't expecting them to go on the run in the second half, but we just weren't really reacting how we should have or responding how we should have to their aggressive defense.
Rennia, as a team leader, what's your message to the team after this game?
I mean, I just said we just got to keep getting better. I mean, we got a tough SEC schedule ahead of us. This was a game that we wanted to win, but again, we got to focus on our conference right now.
You talked about.
Go, Charlie.
You talked about the atmosphere a little bit. Do you think it lived up to all the hype surrounding the rematch coming back, or obviously with Pat not here, it was different, but how did you kind of feel it went in that regard?
I felt it was a really good environment. You know, I'll be honest with you, as a player, I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to it. I was pretty locked in. When you step out on the court, I think it's, you know, I think the fans probably enjoyed this. I hope everyone looked forward to it, and so I think it, you know, I think it went back and forth there. You know, they didn't completely pull away till late, so I think you know, it was a competitive enough game. Wish we'd have played better. Wish we'd have been a little sharper there in the second half to take it a little bit further for sure. But you know, I think you could see some competitiveness there.
Time for one or two more. Go ahead, Jim.
How long it's been since these teams played? Is it a rivalry yet, or does that happen if you guys play season after season? Most of these kids were barely born when they were winning 3 championships.
Right. Is it a rivalry? Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Feels like it to me, because that's just the nature of it. You know, it's a UConn game. It's just a big deal. Feels like a rivalry game to me. It may feel different for them. You know, our players probably feel, you know, that maybe there's a bigger rivalry game with South Carolina or Mississippi State. You know, but even when I played, we had other rivals that were big games too. So it wasn't the only big game played, and so that's okay. I think it can be a rivalry game.